In the year 1962, the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, was informed about the missiles the Soviets were building in Cuba. The missiles were discovered by CIA intelligence, who were able to produce pictures of them. The missiles were discovered to be located 90 miles off the Florida coast and posed a threat to the U.S. Yes.
The Soviets allied with Cuba felt threatened by the U.S. after the Bay of Pigs, so they devised a plan to build missile sites in Cuba. These missiles were means of protection against attempt attacks against Cuba. These missiles were also there as a means of counteracting the U.S. production, development, and deploying of missiles.
The three major countries that were involved in the Cuban Missile Crisis were the United States, Soviet Union, and Cuba. Some big people that were involved were Fidel Castro, Kennedy, and Nikita Khrushchev. Fidel wanted to protect his country from what happened at the Bay of Pigs, so when Crew volunteered to help, he accepted. Kennedy had three decisions. One was to approach them carefully and talk about it, have surveillance and just watch, blockade, or just attack.
Yes.
Instead of attacking Cuba, John Fitzgerald Kennedy decided to use a blockade to seize the transfer of missile parts from the Soviets and caused production of the missiles to stop. Letters were sent between Nikita Khrushchev and John F. Kennedy. The first letter from Nikita said that the Soviets would stop building the missiles if the U.S. agreed to not invade Cuba. In a second letter to the president, Nikita requested that the U.S. disassemble their missile in Turkey in return for the disassembling of the missiles in Cuba. The U.S. ignored the second letter. The Soviets still dismantled the missiles in Cuba, and the U.S. agreed not to invade Cuba.